So I get this question all the time. Is Jersey City a good investment right now? And honestly, it's a great question because buying a real estate should be a carefully evaluated, smart financial decision. It should be, no doubt. It's a big decision that needs a big commitment. Definitely not based on emotion. So today, I'm going to break down whether Jersey City actually makes sense as an investment in 2026. And by the end of this video, you're going to have all the information you need to make an informed decision. Let's jump in. Hi, I'm Wesley Chen with eXp Realty here in New Jersey. Welcome to my channel. Alright, so here's something a lot of people don't realize about New Jersey that actually works when you are seeing yourself as an investor. Let's take a closer look at things to get the whole picture. New Jersey's mortgage standards protect you from market crashes. Alright, so here's something a lot of people don't realize about New Jersey that actually works in your favor as an investor. New Jersey has some of the strictest mortgage lending standards in the country. And I know that sounds like a negative, but it's actually huge for investment stability. You can't just walk into a bank, have a mediocre credit score, max out your debt, and get approval for a $500,000 house. No way. New Jersey lenders are really thorough. They look at your income, your debt to income ratio, your credit history, and your employment stability. They actually verify everything. That means people who are buying homes here are genuinely qualified to own them. They are not going to be forced into foreclosure in 2 or 3 years. Compare that to what happened in Florida and Texas during the last market cycles. You had a ton of speculation, people buying on thin margins, and when things shifted, boom, forced selling, market crashes, and prices tanking. Jersey City real estate investment is different because the people buying here have solid financial foundations. This matters for you as an investor because it means the market won't experience wild swings. If you enjoy the market's ups and downs like a roller coaster, then real estate is probably not your thing in the first place. Something like crypto would be probably better fit for your style. Anyway, let's get back to real estate. In New Jersey, you might see 2 to 4% annual appreciation, and honestly, that's realistic for Jersey City right now. But you're not going to see a 30% crash if interest rates move up or the economy slows down. The market is fundamentally stable because the people in it are financially stable. So when you're looking at Jersey City investment property analysis, understand that stability of the market is your friend here, and probably one of your biggest advantages as well. You're not buying in a market where people are going to panic and dump properties at half price when times get tough. The return to office trend is real. People are coming back to cities. Okay, so there's been all this talk about remote work and people leaving cities, right? Well, as of October 2025, that narrative is completely flipped. And it's a huge deal for Jersey City investors. According to the latest data from Partnership for New York City, Manhattan office attendance reached 57% on an average weekday as of spring 2025. That's actually 76% of pre-pandemic levels. And here's the thing. Major companies are still committing massive capital to office space. Amazon, Goodwin Procter, JP Morgan Chase, they are all demanding their employees to come back. JP Morgan Chase CEO Jamie Dimon was really blunt about it. He basically said that the extraordinary abuse of remote work needs to be stopped, and most employees need to be back in the office 5 days a week. And if JP Morgan Chase is saying that, you know other major firms are thinking the same thing. What does this mean for Jersey City? It means people are moving back to cities. Young professionals who've been working from their parents' house or from rented apartments, they are coming back to be close to their jobs. They want to be near the action. They want access to restaurants, bars, cultural events, the whole urban experience. Should I buy in Jersey City? If you're asking that, consider this. You can take the path from Jersey City to Manhattan in around 15 minutes. If people are returning to offices in Manhattan, they need a place to live that are close but cheaper than Manhattan. That's Jersey City. The Heights, downtown, Journal Square. These neighborhoods are filling up with young professionals who work in Manhattan but want more space and lower prices. The partnership for New York data shows that 25% of companies are planning to increase office attendance requirements over the next 12 months. That's the opposite of what people predicted a couple of years ago. The trend is clear. Jersey City real estate market trends would benefit from people wanting to live close to where the jobs are. The end of federal quantitative tightening. More money is coming into the system. Alright, so this is where it gets really interesting from an investment perspective. As of October 29, 2025, the Federal Reserve did something major. They cut interest rates by 25 basis points and announced the end of quantitative tightening, effective December 1st, 2025. What does that mean in plain English? Quantitative tightening, or QT, was basically the Fed shrinking the money supply by not reinvesting the bonds that were maturing on this balance sheet. It was like they were slowly draining money out of the financial system to fight inflation, but now that's ending. When QT ends, more money flows into the financial system. That makes credit easier to get and generally supports asset prices. For real estate specifically, easier credit conditions mean more buyers can qualify for mortgages, which drives demand, which drives prices up. The Fed cut rates to 3.75 to 4% in October, and market expectations are that another 25 basis point cut is coming in December. If we're heading toward lower rates, and it looks like we are, that's huge for real estate investors. Lower rates mean lower mortgage payments, which means buyers can afford higher prices. Why invest in Jersey City, New Jersey? Well, if you're sitting on some cash right now, waiting for mortgage rates to drop, buying before the Fed signals lower rates is smart. You lock in a lower home prices before competition drives it up. Jersey City home appreciation forecast shows that as rates stay low and money becomes easier to access, investors are going to continue flowing into Jersey City, looking for that proximity to Manhattan at lower prices. As the old saying goes, it takes two to tango. You need a seller who wants to sell and a buyer to buy. We've been in a seller's market and then a frozen market for quite some time. And finally, the seller is starting to sell and willing to negotiate on prices. But with rates potentially heading lower and easier credit conditions coming, the window will be smaller. Here's the thing. Good opportunities in Jersey City fill up fast. If you're going to move, don't wait. The rental market is incredibly strong. So if you're thinking about buying as an investment property and renting it out, Jersey City is actually one of the strongest rental markets in the area. Why? Because thousands of people want to live here. They are young professionals, families from abroad, remote workers who like the city vibe but want cheaper rent than Manhattan. The average rent in Jersey City ranges from $2,000 to $2,500 for a one-bedroom, and $2,800 to $3,500 for a two-bedroom, depending on the neighborhood. Compare that to Manhattan, where one-bedrooms are regularly $4,000 plus. People see Jersey City and they're like, wait, I can get 40% cheaper rent and 20 minutes from my job? Done deal. This creates consistent rental demand. Your occupancy rates are going to be high. People are willing to pay fair market rates because it's still cheaper than the alternative. If you buy a $600,000 two-bedroom condo, rent it out for $3,200 a month, your gross rental yield is around 6.4% annually. That's solid. After expenses, mortgage, taxes, insurance, maintenance, you might net 3 to 4%. But you're also building equity as the property appreciates. Price appreciation is steady but not crazy. Let's be real. About the appreciation numbers, Jersey City isn't experiencing Miami-style explosions where prices are up 40% in a year, but it's also not stagnant. Current projections show 2 to 4% annual appreciation for 2025. That's in line with inflation and gives you steady, reliable growth. Why there's no double-digit appreciation? Because Jersey City is already a known market. Developers have built massively here. 55 Hudson Street, 505 Summit, the Journal, all these new buildings have added inventory. That keeps prices from spiking wildly, but inventory also creates opportunity because there's choice, and competition keeps things relatively fair priced. When you compare Jersey City to other areas, some neighborhoods in Queens are seeing appreciation, some areas in Brooklyn are seeing appreciation. Jersey City is right there competing, and the advantage is that it's still cheaper to get in than those other markets. Is Jersey City real estate overpriced? Well, that depends on where you are comparing to for sure, but I can tell you that it's not overpriced if you're looking to live near Manhattan. Whether that's Jersey City, Queens, Brooklyn, or Bronx, Jersey City offers the best combination of assets, walkability, neighborhood development, and price. Diverse investment strategies. Here's another thing that makes Jersey City good for investment. There are multiple ways to make money here. You can buy a condo downtown and rent it to young professionals for a solid monthly income. You can buy a property in the Heights, West Side, and much more to get the multi-family rental income. You can fix and flip properties, or you can just buy and hold for 10 to 15 years and let appreciation work in your favor. That flexibility is valuable. Different investors have different risk tolerance and capital levels. Jersey City accommodates all of them. Conclusion. So is Jersey City a good investment? Yes. Is it going to turn 100,000 into 500,000 in 5 years? Probably not. But will it give you steady appreciation, consistent rental income if you choose that route, and exposure to a market that's seeing genuine demand? Absolutely. The fundamentals are solid. Mortgage standards mean the market is stable. Return to office trends are driving people back to cities near Manhattan. The Fed is easing monetary policies, which supports real estate, and rental demand is strong. You're looking at 2 to 4% annual appreciation, solid rental yields if you go that route, and close to New York job market. If you're thinking about making a move, whether you're buying for yourself or as an investment, now is actually a good time. Rates might be heading lower, and that means a better buying condition is building, and opportunities still exist before prices move up. If you want to be specific whether Jersey City makes sense for you, what neighborhoods fit your investment goals, or what properties are available, please reach out. That's what I'm here for. Jersey City is a smart investment in 2026, and honestly, I think you're going to be glad that you got it now. Thanks for joining me today, and I hope you found this video helpful. Please give a thumbs up and share it with your friends if you like this video. Also, share your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you like Jersey City? Do you have any questions about Jersey City? I'll make sure to answer them in my future videos. If you want to reach out to me directly, all my contact info is down there in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that bell icon to stay updated. You can also check out my website at wesleychen.expportal.com to explore all the listings that are currently on the market. Once again, my name is Wesley Chen, your most trusted real estate agent from Jersey City, New Jersey, and I'll see you in the next video.